you can now book a cruise for March 2027. Yes, you can. P&O Cruises have announced their itineraries for winter 26-27, and we have all the details. Is it all change? Will all the ships be going to different places, or is it same old for P&O? Stick around to the end where we give you a couple of reasons why you should be booking as soon as the itineraries and prices come out. We give you all the prices, and we also ask, will there be any change before 2030, and will we see a new ship? Let's dive in now, and our first ship, which is Arvia. Where are you going, Arvia?
2-week cruises to the Caribbean.
The 4Bs were on Arvia around 18 months ago. It has a capacity of 5,200. It'll be 4 years old in 2026. The cheapest way of heading on to Arvia if you want some Caribbean sunshine, but you do have to endure the sea days before, but lots of people like a sea day. We really do want to get on to a transatlantic, and Arvia is a great way of doing it. 1,129 per person. It starts for a 14-night transatlantic cruise, so obviously at the end you have the Caribbean. If you're going over in October or March 27, you're going to have the Caribbean at the start. 22 nights is a good way of doing it as well. 1,749 because you get the week in the Caribbean after the transatlantic. If you want to head over straight to the Caribbean, obviously all flights are included in the price. That's another really good perk with P&O. 1,599 you're talking if it's before Christmas, early December, November time. It goes up in January to 1,879, and the most expensive is Christmas time. Anytime you are cruising, my friends, at Christmas, it's always going to go up. You're going to get a premium, 2,500 to 2,250 at New Year. We're talking from Bridgetown and from Antigua. For Arvia, Britannia will also be doing its cruises out of the Caribbean. Once again, £1,000 per person for the cheapest. It's the 14-night transatlantic. And your 14 nights, if you are talking in January time, you're talking 1,006. It goes down to around 1,005. The cheapest time will be the first couple of weeks in December. Obviously, the most expensive will be the last couple of weeks in December. People don't tend not to want to head away in early December. Slightly different islands to Arvia. We did find some of the food offerings on Britannia a little bit limited, but it is a smaller ship, just over 3,000 capacity. Another option for a fly cruise, then you need to be heading on Azora. Is going to be 16 years old in 2026. She would have had her refit in 2025, and once again she'll be heading out of Tenerife. There is a slight difference here, I will go into that shortly, but generally it's 7 or 14 night cruises. Once again, the flight is included. That's good. 7 nights starting from around 600. That's pretty good per person. 1,000 if you're talking 14 nights. Obviously, once again, it goes up around Christmas time. The only slight difference to the 7 and 14 night cruises is that in December it is doing a Tenerife to Malaga. You can do 17 nights, you can do 10 nights, so it includes the Canaries, and then heads up to Lisbon, down to Malaga. You can also do the return journey as well over Christmas. So a slight variation, and you can also get on in Malaga. So a slight variation in December, but generally it's 7 to 14 night cruises throughout the winter of 26-27. If we head on to Iona will be doing cruises out of Southampton as always. A variation mainly before Christmas. We are talking about your Canaries cruises, 14-night cruises, 7-night northern cruises. We're talking Amsterdam, Bruges from around 5 to 9. And then in January, it does its 35-night Caribbean cruise. Lots of sea days, but you can have that for 2,229. So get away from the winter blues and you can head to the sunshine. Those are perfect if you don't want to fly. So if you want those 35-night Caribbean cruise, January goes January the 4th. But throughout the winter, Iona does mainly your Canaries cruise, no fly cruises. You've got the Caribbean one that's 35 nights and a few 7-night Northern Europe cruises, but all no fly cruises, all out of Southampton. And in 2026, Iona will be 6 years old and would have had a refit once again in 2025. If you enjoyed this content, please give it a like. And if you enjoy cruise content, hit that subscribe. We're going to move on now to Ventura. We spent Christmas one year, 12 nights on Ventura in the Canaries, and you can do that again for $1,200. That's a pretty good price for Christmas. Once again, no fly out of Southampton. The rest of the winter 26-27, Ventura will be doing, once again, like Iona, same date, 4th of January, 35 nights to the Caribbean. No flight, plenty of sea days, but in the end you do get sunshine and you don't need to fly. Some 4 nights ones and some 5 nights from $299 per person, those in Northern Europe, overnights in Amsterdam. Also does your 13 and 14 night Canaries starting from around $1,000, and a 21 night Med Discovery as well, heading to Naples, Vallette in Malta and Barcelona. So quite varied, all out of Southampton for Ventura. And Ventura will be 18 years young in 2026. First of the adult-only ships that will be 26 young in 2026, as she had her maiden in 2000, has a capacity of 1,950, is Aurora, a favourite of regular P&O passengers, and its highlight will be for $6,000 per person, starting a 75 night cruise around America and the Caribbean. Discovery in January 2027. Itineraries including 14 nights October for Norway. You've also got 24 nights in November of 26 down to the Caribbean. Varied short cruises, Rotterdam 4 nights, and you can also head 5 nights away over New Year for £600 per person. Finally, our adult only ship is Arcadia, and Arcadia will be doing a full navigation of the world in January 2027. 106 nights, and you can get on board for $10,000 per person. That's pretty good, isn't it? Heading to the Caribbean, down the Panama Canal, San Francisco, Sydney, Hong Kong, Cape Town, and many more. Once again, of course, it is a adult-only ship. You can also head to the Canaries for Christmas, $1,749 per person. Short cruises, 5 nights to Belgium and Holland, including Amsterdam, from around 500. 19 nights Eastern Med, including Santorini in it's autumn, October time. Those are where P&O ships are going in 26-27. What do you think? It's a bit same old, isn't it? But I guess if they're selling now, then they want to keep repeating it. But we would like a few more surprises in there, maybe a bit of mix up to where the ships are going. And is this what we've got for the foreseeable future? Carnival have ordered some new ships for 27, 28, 29 and beyond. But at this moment, no news on new ships for P&O. So we're looking at least another 3 or 4 years of the same ships and possibly the same itineraries. Let us know what you think. I personally would like a bit more of variety, maybe a little bit more ports in there. There's quite a lot of sea days in those itineraries, especially the ones from Southampton. I guess that can't be helped if they're going down to the Canaries. But please do let us know. Reasons you should be booking now is if you want a particular room for whatever your circumstances are, whether you just like a certain cabin, then you need to be booking that now. If you'd like to spread the cost, you can make monthly payments. And if it's so far out, it'll be under £100 per month. So if you want to spread the cost, that's another reason to be purchasing your cruises right now as they are released. Of course, there's a 10% offer at the moment. There'll be different offers over the next 2-3 years, and we can't tell whether that is going to be the best price. It's going to go up and down, as they always do. Supply, demand, how the sales are going, so no one's going to be able to tell you whether that's the best price that you are going to get. So maybe you want to wait around, and also other cruise companies haven't decided on their itinerary, so you may want to see what everyone else is doing for winter 26-27 before pressing that purchase button. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below, and press on the screen right now if you'd like a full ship tour of P&O Arvia.